Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back again. So since we have to finish this entire thing, entire AWS Certified Developer Associate exam guide, I'll just continue reading. And where's my water? I'm thirsty. Okay, let's read. Okay, so we're in domain two, security. Okay, task statement one. Implement authentication and or authorization for applications and AWS services. Okay, knowledge of identity federation, for example, security assertion management markup, OpenID Connect, and Amazon Cognito. Bearer tokens, for example, JOT Web Token or JWT, OAuth, AWS Security Token Services, AWS STS, the comparison of user pools and identity pools in Amazon Cognito, resource-based policies, service policies, and principal policies, rule-based access control, RBAC, rule-based access control, application authorization that uses ACLs, principle of least privilege, differences between AWS managed policies and customer managed policies, identity and access management. Using an identity provider to implement federated access, for example, Amazon Incognito, Amazon Identity and Access Management. Securing applications by using bearer tokens, secure or configuring programmatic access to AWS, making authentication calls to AWS, assuming an IAM rule, defining permissions for principals. Task statement 2, implement encryption by using AWS service, knowledge of encryption at rest and in transit, certificate management, for example, AWS Certified Manager Private Certificate Authority, key protection, for example, key rotation, differences between client-side encryption and server-side encryption, differences between AWS managed and customer managed AWS key management service, AWS key MS, key management system. That's a key MS. Skills in using encryptions to encrypt or decrypt data, generating certificates and SSH keys for development purposes, using encryption across account boundaries, enabling and disabling key rotation. Task statement 3. Manage sensitive data in application code, knowledge of data classification, for example, personally identifiable information, protected health information, PHI, protected health information. Yeah. Okay, task statement 3. Manage sensitive data in application code, data classification, for example, personal identifiable information, protected health information that is very related to what we are working on right now. Environment variables, secrets management, for example, AWS Secrets Manager, AWS Secrets Manager Manager Parameter Store, secure credential handling, skills in encrypting environment variables for that contains sensitive data, using sensitive secret management secret services to ensure to secure sensitive data and sanitizing sensitive data. Next is deployment. All right, we're now in the deployment, I think. Encrypting environment using secret management service to secure sensitive data, sanitizing sensitive data. Develop deployment task statement one. Prepare application artifacts to be deployed to AWS. Knowledge of ways to access application configuration data, for example, AWS app config, secrets manager, parameter store, Lambda deployment packaging, layers, and configuration options, get base version control tools, for example, get AWS code commit, container images, skills in, managing the dependencies of the code module, for example, environment variables, configuration files, container images within the package, organizing files and a directory structure for application deployment, using code repositories in deployment environments, applying application requirements for resources, for example, memory, cores. Task statement 2, test applications in development environment. Knowledge of features in AWS service that performs application deployment. Integration testing that uses Mac endpoints, Lambda versions, and aliases. Skills in testing, deploy code by using AWS services and tools, performing mock integration for APIs and resolving integration dependencies, testing applications by using deployment endpoints, for example, configuring stages in AWS and Amazon API Gateway, deploying application stack updates to existing environments, for example, deploying an AWS SAM template to a different staging environment. Automate. This is very long. Fuck. Okay, let's continue this tomorrow.